4 years ago and have 3 double rooms costing £90 a night each.
It's very, very nice to be able to have the extra money, especially when one stocks and shares have all gone a bit south.
But could we manage and survive without it? Yes, we can.
Well, it's a few less stars than we're used to. Got a hairdryer, and they changed the bed linen regularly. That's a start. Let's hope last night was one of the nights, eh? Oh, there it is. Well,
Where are we going to park my car where the hubcaps won't be pinned? Granville
Hotel. Here we are. Hello. How do you do? What do you mean?
I hope you're feeling fit. You're in the attic.
Wow. Lovely. Okay then.
See you later. See you. Thank you very much indeed. Well, here we are.
Wow.
Blackpool by the sea.
While the guests settle in, the next couple are getting their first glimpse of Blackpool.
I think the illuminations, they go to a great lot of trouble, but I have to say I kind of feel it's a waste of energy. We have to change our ways. And this is not what we should be doing.
In the heart of spiritual Somerset sits Nut Tree Farm, run as a B&B for the last 23 years by Melvin and Anne Furniture.
There's no boss, but I do the work. Needful comes in and does something when he feels like it.
The couple bought the 16th century farmhouse after being drawn to the region.
It's because of the magic. It's a very spiritual area. Glastonbury is the ancient spiritual centre of Britain.
And spiritual Melvin has built his very own stone circle on ancient ley lines in the garden.
Sometimes when I stand in the circle and I meditate or I'm doing healing work, and sometimes you feel the energy flow through your body from the cosmos, through into the ground, from the Mother Earth.
Nut Tree Farm has 3 rooms with doubles costing £75 a night. Melvin and Anne choose not to subscribe to an official star rating system.
Really what we want is for people to love the experience, not how many boxes have been ticked.
It looks like a typical seaside town B&B.
It just isn't somewhere I would want to stay.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Hello, come in. You're right, Pat. This week. How's it? Is that right for you?
Good. Yeah, it's free coffee. Okay.
Thanks
See you later. Thank you very much.
Left alone and in very unfamiliar territory, the rival B&B owners check out their new surroundings.
It is very, very basic. I'll tell you what, it beats my first dormitory at boarding school, that's for sure.
Only cheese and coffee, there's no herbal fruit juice.
In this sort of flat pack furniture and so on, it's like a time warp. Check the bed.
One of the things that's really potentially good is that low energy bulbs are being used.
There's our bathroom there.
Is it? That's a relief.
Therefore it's not how we would do things, but then everyone's different, so they may say the same about ours.
You can't knock it. It might not be where we would normally stay, it might not be on taste, but they've been doing it for 23 years, and this is obviously what people want.
There was a big one. Very nice, friendly. Think of play bingo.
In Blackpool, hosts Wilf and Pat are taking the opportunity to show off one of the local highlights, the world-famous illuminations.
Bloody hell. Hey! Up we go!
The illuminations started in 1879 with just 8 lamps, which were some of the first electric streetlights in the world. They now stretch 6 miles along the seafront and have more than 1 million lamps, attracting 3.5 million visitors to Blackpool every year.
I like these lights, right?
Yeah.
Does this go on for long?
Hopefully not.
You don't believe I'm doing this.
It's like sort of Laura Ashley on the house.
There are around 3,000 places to stay in Blackpool and attractions to entertain visitors of all ages. There's no shortage of places to eat either.
Fish and chips. Fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips. We're up to 300 already, are we? We've only been for half a mile.
Tattoo 2 years, darling.
We're going to have a tattoo whilst we're waiting.
Thank
Oh, well, thanks very much. That was different.
Thank you.
But instead of fish and chips, Pat and Wilf have pushed the boat out, taking their guests to a local Italian restaurant, serving 3 courses for £9.95.
Thank you very much.
And they've got another treat in store.
Can't wait to see you in bingo.
No, I can't.
I even brought you a dapper.
What's
Dapper.
the number?
The back of the numbers.
So what do I do? This is just to mark the bingo card.
Yeah.
Is there any skill involved in this, or is it entirely luck?
After supper, the hosts take their guests to their local social club, the Duple.
Just unbelievable.
Bingo, bingo, get your dappers out. Bingo, bingo, ding. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to start off with a game of bingo. All the 2s, 2 little ducks, 22. Thank you, duck. 88. That lady.
Across Britain, more than 3 million people play bingo regularly. At the Duple, a bingo ticket costs 25p, with a maximum prize of up to £50.
Almost there, 89. Come on, Georgie, what's your numbers? 3 and 1, 31. 5 and 3, 53. That's the house already, that's what you want. How many do you need for full house? 3. Oh, I'm proud of you.
You're doing 2 as well.
I'm proud of you, brilliant.
Excitement over, it's time for the Duple's very own Roy Orbison.
Walking down the street, pretty woman, the Cadillac to me, pretty woman. I don't believe it's true. I believe it's you. Oh, pretty woman. I'll see if I get a watching. Thank you. Thanks for the time.
Where have you been all your life? You've played bingo, isn't there? I can't believe that.
Loving it, Nancy.
He's worse than me, and that's going a bit, that. I hope we've given them a good time. I just hope they've enjoyed it. Mind-numbing, isn't it, really? And I just sort of laugh at it.
Imagine why people want to do that on a regular basis. It's like watching paint dry. It is so boring. But I think it's interesting to see that the northern community in that working men's club was very strong and very important. It's a family. And maybe we've lost that. And maybe that's a pity.
In the resort that never sleeps, the rural B&B owners have just woken up.
I didn't sleep too well because the room is bathed in streetlight all night, even with, the curtains shut.
Streetlights are on until daylight. Obviously Blackpool hasn't heard about climate change and fuel shortages.
I think the other funny thing is you're only allowed 1 spoon. You're not allowed a spoon each, obviously. It's sort of economising on spoons.
Before they decide what to pay, our visiting owners will sample Pat's full English fry-up.
Thank you. Oh, well done. That's enormous. Very much. That's great. Sort of a land-sized helping, really, isn't it?
Scrambled eggs was good.
It's very good for you.
Service was good, attentive, friendly.
I mean, I don't know how they coped with 12 rooms. I don't think we could cope with this, no.
Baked beans, what a treat.
Breakfast was fine. I would have liked some slightly more heart-starting coffee. It was a bit weak for me.
I thought the bacon was excellent. Beans, I have a thing about beans. And like little boy, I love baked beans, but they're regarded as being pretty down market, like putting Tommy K all over your breakfast as well.
Tom Hawkins was saying, well, I enjoyed that. It was a lot, a large portion, but for people who go the rest of the day.
After breakfast, there's a chance to compare notes.
I struggle with the Blackpool illuminations. I think they are quite dreadful.
I find it an environmental issue.
What?
All that electricity being used, yeah. Oh yeah, great.
Really?
Yeah, the great thing about this place is the personality of
Yeah.
the owners, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
And people come back because of them. I think the big issue of sitting here talking about this is you're all going to come and stay in our house. You can tear us apart.
We are looking forward to it.
So I think...
But then you're going to do it to us.
Yes.
At the 3-star Granville, double rooms cost from £50 a night. The price includes access to a licensed bar, use of the sun lounge, and a warm welcome from Pat and Wilf. But will these guests think the ailing business offers good value for money?
Certainly no negativity here in terms of energy, and therefore I would say that it has a positive feel about it. You know that you're with people who care and want to look after your well-being.
Well, it's clean. If it's clean and if it smells nice.
Yep.
Pretty important. Okay, that's it then.
Yep.
Fantastic.
It's crunch time for Pat and Wilf.
Now's the time for you to book out. And the price for the room is £50. Could I have the payment? Fine. Thank you very much. 20, 40, £50.
Nick and Georgina have paid the full asking price of £50, 100% of their bill.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you very much.
One of the things that I would say about staying in your room upstairs, even with the curtains closed, the street light comes straight through the room. I found it difficult to sleep, but you are just to be congratulated on doing a great job. And we've had a lovely time. Thank you, and thank you for making us so welcome.
That's what shines out from here is you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Lovely people, thank you.
Right, Melvin, it's time to check out what you like to take.
So good luck to you, mate.
Thank you very much.
I'm ready, mate.
See?
Oh, so you spot on again? Spot on.
Spot on.
Melvin and Anne have also paid 100%.
You're really welcome when we arrive. You make people feel relaxed. We really enjoyed ourselves, thank you.
Any negativity is constructive. With the breakfast, I personally would like a little more choice. Maybe some vegetarian options, maybe. Yeah, we've had a great time, I think. You've got a great sense of humour. You've got very warm personalities.
Thank you.
I think you've become our friends.
Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful weekend.
It's always all upset now, see?
Calm down now.
The two couples have paid 100% of their combined bills.
You can't get better than that, can you? Well, that's good. In everybody's language. Time up on the price of it.
Thoughts turn to the next visit, Frampton House.
I think that place is going to be fabulous. They just have to wait and see. I did a holiday for ages, I'm waiting for that.
We won't have to put any date on it, else up.
Bye!
Blackpool would not be one of our destinations for next year, I don't think. I'm gut-wrenchingly sorry I am to be leaving Blackpool. Not.
Around 1 in 3 people with COVID-19 don't show any symptoms, but can still spread it. We need you to take 2 tests every week, even if you're fully vaccinated and don't have symptoms, to help reduce the risks of new COVID strains spreading.
Hey, it's me. Your dry skin. I'm craving something I'm missing. CeraVe, with 3 essential ceramides. CeraVe helps to protect the skin's natural barrier for instant hydration that lasts all day long. CeraVe, voted best skincare brand by the Sunday Times Style. Discover the range on lookfantastic.com.
The lifetime achievement of services to take goes to everything. Turns taste from mono to stereo. Can bring any dish into sharp focus. Bow to the samurai taste. Featuring in all your favorites and brought to you by Duple. Food, we get it.
We Without clear guidance when you need it the most, it can be hard to see the best way forward, leaving you feeling a little lost. But when it comes to using your pension pot, guidance is on hand. Impartial guidance from PensionWise. In just an hour, get clarity on all your options. Book a free appointment today and discover the power of an hour with PensionWise, a service from Money Helper.
Yep, they've just heard. £5 for a year's supply of each vitamin from sealions.com. C, D, 4 multivitamins and many more. They're affordable and our packaging is plastic free. Yeah, it's incredible. 365 vitamins for just £5. Visit sealions.com to view our full range of vitamins and supplements.
When crafting our electrified range of hybrid and all-electric vehicles, we ask one question: how does it